Theo Manny's World coming at you with the Elmo 104 and the Elmo 108. Full specifications, footage, and a breakdown of the 108. Come on, let's check it out.
Yo te traigo esta bomba. Esta bomba.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to Theo Manny's World. Today, we're going to be talking about Super 8 cameras, the Elmo 104 and the Elmo 108. Both excellent cameras. But first, I want to give a big shout out to Mike over at Filmboy24. Thanks for all the support, Mike. I really appreciate it, man. If you guys haven't had a chance, check out Mike's channel. It is awesome. He does all kinds of how-tos. He has a long-running series that he develops old film that hasn't seen the light of day for 40, 50 years sometimes, and shows it on his channel. Viewers send stuff into him. Oh man, it's a great channel. If you get a chance, definitely check that out. Why don't we take a look at these two cameras here? The Elmo 104 and the Elmo 108. And when I say Elmo, I don't mean the little cute and cuddly dude. I mean the Electric Light Movement Organization cameras. These two cameras shared a lot of specifications. And I am a very, very big fan of Elmo to begin with because an Elmo was my first camera, the 1012 SXL. Beautiful camera, still have it, runs great. Both of these cameras came with 160-degree shutter angle. They had 18, 24, and single frame functions. The single frame could be engaged by a shutter release, cable release socket, excuse me, that was located beneath the viewfinder right here. And also another cable release that was located underneath the switch that was the power switch. This is how you would turn the camera on to be able to run it. The cable release socket was located right above the button right here. It also had one of the few pieces of plastic this camera has, a run lock switch that you could engage, leave it to run, and then when you wanted to take it off, just push it back and it would stop. Both of them came with automatic and manual exposure control, and the dials lock really nice. Just lock into place for both of the 18 and 24 frame a second, and for the automatic exposure control. The manual exposure control doesn't lock, it just stays into its spot. So it can be moved, you gotta be careful with that. The 108, the difference was in the lens, and also it had a 54 frame instant slow-mo function that was located right here. I lost the little top here, I plan to make another one. But it had a little slow-mo trigger just in case if you caught like a, you know, like an owl or a bobcat or something, or, well, around here, you know. It had a 7 to 56 millimeter lens, f1.8, and the 104 also was a 1.8, but it was at 8.5 to 34 millimeter lens. Both very, very sharp, but I think the 108 is a little bit sharper than the 104. This one came out in 1968, manufactured until 73, I believe. And the 104 came out in 1974. So the optics were a little bit better than the 104. Both of them could be engaged when you would put up the power switch. You could use the trigger to be able to engage them. As you can tell, the 104 has a very different handle than the 108. because of the weight. The lens weight on the 104 is much less than it is on the 108, so you need that ergonomics to be able to have it well balanced. But because of it, it is a very well balanced camera, the 108. The 104 as well. It's a nice light little camera. Takes excellent pictures. I really enjoyed using both of these cameras. I have footage for the 104 that my nephew shot. He really enjoyed shooting with this camera as well. When we went to the zoo 4 months ago, some footage from the 108 that I shot about a year and a half ago, so you guys could see what kind of pictures both of these guys take. And while you guys watch that, I'm gonna get set up over here to break down this 108 so you guys can see how to get into it and do your own servicing on your own cameras if you like, of course. And that breakdown will also serve for the 104 because they both break down exactly the same. For the most part, this whole series breaks down exactly the same, as far as I can tell, from the 104 to the 108. So let's roll that film and I'll go get set up over here. that's our show for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching this whole way if you're watching this. We covered the 104 and the 108. Excellent cameras. Got this guy back together again and it's running pretty good. Still a little bit noisy, but it's going. I've shoot some test footage to check it out. So the next episode is going to be about these three cameras right here. Sub-miniature 16mm cameras. The Minolta 16 series going up to the MG. It goes from the first gen, second gen, and then it skips over a couple generations over to the MG. Going to be the next episode. Really looking forward to showing you guys the stuff that I've shot with this camera in particular. I haven't been able to shoot anything with these two yet, but I'm going to show you what film I used and how I developed it. So that should be coming out in the not too distant future. Well, guys, I hope you like this. If you did, you guys know what to do. Happy shooting and take care.